Yes, guys, welcome to Football Roundup. This week we got Championship, we got A-League, we got Bundesliga, we got Serie A, we got Premier League. I think I've just said that in world record time. Next week we will be adding 2 more leagues to this series, but at least 2 more. I might do 1 more, whether we're going to have more leagues next week. If you guys do go and enjoy, like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and there will be a midweek football roundup for whether football's on, if there's enough football on for me to do so. But we're going to start off with Premier League today. Then we're going to do A-League, then Serie A, then Championship, then Bundesliga, or Bundesliga, then Championship. But we're going to do Championship and Bundesliga most likely. Right, to start off this amazing match week, we had Brighton 1, Everton 1. Brighton really struggling for form right now. Everton pushing for Europe. And I do see Everton being there for it. I don't think they have enough quality to get Europe, though. We then had Leeds 0, Arsenal 4. Arsenal breaking Leeds apart. And Premier League. You know that Madueke goal? That was a own goal, not a Madueke goal. Please, can you not feed Madueke a goal what isn't his? Thank you very much. And we also had Wolves 0, Bournemouth 2. Bournemouth starting to get some form together, starting to get themselves back up the table. They should be fine in terms of being safe from relegation. We had Chelsea 3, West Ham 2. West Ham, please send Adama Should into wrestling. That is a sport, not football. And well done on bottling another 2-0 lead. You did so many times this season, so why am I actually surprised? Liverpool 4, Newcastle 1. I thought Liverpool weren't great, but Ekitike is such a good clinical striker. It's actually insane how good Ekitike is. I wish Chelsea signed him along with João Pedro. That would have been one of the best striker partnerships in the league. No doubt about it. Aston Villa 0, Brentford 1. Tammy Abraham scored. The goal got ruled out. Or it could have been 1-1, maybe 2-1 for Villa. But it did end 1-0 to Brentford. Dango Altara scoring from a almost impossible angle, by the way. Nice goal. Really nice goal. Man United 3, Fulham 2. Man United were 2-0 up. They bottled the lead. And then Sesko. Benjamin bloody Sesko. Mate, why did you have to ruin such a good weekend? He scored in the 94th minute to win the game for Man United. Forest 1, Palace 1. Big point for Forest in their relegation battle. They are currently sitting above West Ham, 6 points clear. Crystal Palace struggling for form. Mateta set to leave for AC Milan, assuming all goes to plan. Tottenham 2, Manchester City 2. Manchester City did an Arsenal. They bottled a 2-0 lead to Tottenham Hotspur. To Tottenham. I understand if it was Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool. It's Tottenham, for fuck's sake, lads. Tottenham. Then we still have Sunderland Burnley to play tomorrow, but which is deadline day. You'll be getting a few videos out tomorrow. Hopefully. That's a big hopefully. It just depends on what's out, Chelsea-wise. But yeah. That will not be included in this episode. But I could probably include it as a bonus on Wednesday's episode of Football Roundup. Wednesday. I'm planning Wednesday at least. It might be Thursday. We will see. Right. Let's move on to A-League. As we had 6 games. Wellington Phoenix 2, Melbourne City 2. I did watch this game actually for the most part. And I will say, Melbourne City are struggling. Melbourne City are not the best team in the A-League this season. In fact, probably, arguably, one of the worst out of the bigger clubs. And as I predicted in my underdogs, underrated, overrated video, what I made a night or two before the A-League even began this season, that we would see some upsets and some shocks. That's where Adelaide 1, MacArthur 1 came in. Now both teams are fighting for that top 6. And I'd say that's a big point for both teams, as I do see at least one of them getting top 6 this season. Top 6 in the A-League this season is bizarre. It's unseen for me. As we now have Newcastle Jets 4, Brisbane Roar 1. Both of these teams are having superb seasons. Brisbane Roar are now 6th in the A-League, as they are on the brink of topping out. Newcastle Jets are 2nd, closely behind Auckland FC, as Auckland are starting to struggle a bit. And I'll get onto their result in a second. But Newcastle Jets will probably get top 2, probably will get top 6. They will probably be in the playoffs. And that's one of my underdog takes coming to light. Thank me later, Jets fans. So, Sydney FC 4, Western Sydney Wanderers 1. Now, this was a game what I did watch. Sydney FC destroyed, battered Western Sydney Wanderers out of the park. Sydney FC deserved to win. Sydney FC just went rampant. And there's a certain name which I want to shout out. Quintal, 19-year-old talent, coming out of the Australian youth system. And oh my gosh, is he a talent? He's some player. I said on Twitter that he'll be the next guy to get a move to Europe. And I think Scottish League or a lower French league club. I don't see him staying in Australia for long if he keeps this up. Western Sydney Wanderers, though, they look horrific. They look terrible. Very disappointed, very embarrassed. Their own fan base on social media too. The stands itself. Western Sydney Wanderers embarrass themselves a lot with their social media posts. Mate, it's actually insane. Pantazopoulos, probably butchered the name, right? There was a social media post, and he dropped this stinker. He got hooked, right? And look, I have no issue with this social media banter, or whatever you want to call it. But you don't just go, we are ready, or we don't just post it and pre-fire a win when it's not a win. I thought Ryan Fraser yesterday was their best player creatively. Don't know why he got subbed off. And this really does beg to ask the question. And I mean this really, really seriously, was Statics the problem at Western Sydney Wanderers? Let me know your thoughts. I personally think he wasn't the problem. Not saying he wasn't a problem. Okay? That's not what I was saying. That's not what I am saying. And yeah, Pantazopoulos got subbed off for Ugarkovic. Didn't really make a difference. Matty never did make a difference. Now, as we go on to Perth Glory 2, Auckland FC 1. Auckland are not clinical. Auckland are terrible defensively. Auckland also lost Pinakers due to injury yesterday. Perth Glory have some top hot players for the A-League. Taggart, Tom Lawrence, two in particular. They also have Calcat as well. Probably butchered that as well. But Perth Glory have a good squad. And Perth Glory to beat the league leaders just shows that this league is unpredictable. I don't know what's going to happen next week since the league is that good. It isn't run on money. It's run on pure footballing ability and being good on the day, not because you spent £2 billion. Oh, that's the shot at Chelsea. Sorry. To be fair, Liverpool will also probably have spent that within the next two windows. So, yeah. Anyways, Central Coast Mariners 1, Melbourne Victory 0. Melbourne Victory continuing to struggle this season. And once again, it just shows that Melbourne Victory are absolutely shit. Not as shit though as Western Sydney Wanderers. So, right. Serie A. One of my favourite European leagues to watch nowadays. Lazio 3, Genoa 2, Pisa 1, Sassuolo 3, Napoli 2, Fiorentina 1. Really crucial win for Napoli as they do fight for top 4. I think our hopes are kind of out the door now. Due to a recent run. Fiorentina, this was a game what they didn't want to lose due to their relegation battle, but they're still 1 point off 17th. So I'm not worried for Fiorentina. I think they will be fine. Cagliari 4, Hellas Verona 0, Torino 1, Lecce 0, Como 0, Atalanta 0, Cremonese 0, Inter Milan 2. Key win for Inter in their Scudetto hopes. Parma 1, Juventus 4. Then there's still 2 more games to be played tomorrow and Tuesday. Parma, one of the youngest squads in Serie A, if I'm not mistaken. Juventus, they played well, really well. Juventus looked like a whole different side tonight. They were clinical, they were defensively sound, yes. Di Gregorio, there we are. Didn't have much to do first half. Second half, he got tested a bit more. Did really well. Yildiz got hooked or he's injured. I don't know which one. So I'm not going to put any claims, but even if he did get hooked, deserved, he will sit. He is sit anyways. He would probably struggle for Premier League club. But yeah, key win for Juventus in their top 4 hopes. They are not going to be talented. They will probably not be in the Scudetto fight. So yeah, let's just see. They are settled really well for top 4. That's what I will say. Next is Bundesliga. I'm just going to skim through these results. Cologne 1, Wolfsburg 0, Augsburg 2, St. Pauli 1, Eintracht Frankfurt 1, Bayer Leverkusen 3, Hoffenheim 3, Union Berlin 1, Leipzig 1, Mainz 2, Werder Bremen 1, Borussia Mönchengladbach 1, Hamburger SV 2, Bayern Munich 2, another point dropped for Bayern Munich. VfB Stuttgart 1, Freiburg 0, Dortmund 3, Heidenheim 2. Now let's move on to the Championship. Bristol City 0, Derby County 5, Leicester City 0, Charlton 2, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Wrexham 1, Stoke City 0, Southampton 2, Blackburn Rovers 0, Hull City 1. Hull City got a big win in their playoff hopes for the Premier League. Ipswich 1, Preston 1. Ipswich fighting for automatic promotion. If not, they will probably get playoffs. Ipswich has been superb this season. point dropped, though, against Preston North End. Middlesbrough won, another team who is fighting for automatics or playoffs. Got a 1-0 win over Norwich City. Millwall won. Sheffield United won. Could this be Millwall's year to get playoffs? We will see. Oxford 0. Birmingham City 2. Birmingham City getting a big win, as they could be underdogs for playoffs. Not going to say anything yet, though. Too soon. Portsmouth 3. West Brom 0. Portsmouth fighting for Championship survival. QPR 2. Coventry 1. Yeah. Really didn't expect that, to be honest with you. I really didn't expect it. Coventry really struggling right now to pick up form again. Yeah. They're probably going to be bottling the championship. Oh, God. And then Watford 0, Swansea 2. That is all of the results from this week. If you guys did enjoy, like, subscribe, turn on non-post notifications. Next Sunday, you'll be getting La Liga as a edition, and I'm gonna add another non-European league, so that will be 7 leagues next Sunday being covered, and I'm gonna go maximum to 10. So this will be a really, really long video series, but I don't care. I love filming it. You guys probably do enjoy watching it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and peace!